Hello everyone! Today I'm going to be showing you a build that I did in Brindleton Bay, and it's on Tails End Home Lot. It's just a small starter home, one bedroom, one bathroom. My inspiration is just like a little house in the countryside that's been newly renovated. So it is a little bit older, but it's not super old. It does have some modern pieces into it, but it also has a few traditional ones. And I did want to stick to a budget, obviously, because it is a starter home. It is just a starter home. I think it cost like $19,900 or something like that after we bought the land. So I do jump right in, and I start off a little bit confident. I make the rooms a little bit too big. It ends up costing me, and I have to like go back in and make them smaller because we did run out of money really quickly, because I do this thing where I pick the furniture based off looks and don't even pay attention to how much it's actually costing. But yeah, so you'll see that. And I did do a lot of foundation on this one just because I wanted that rock foundation, that classic like hand built rock foundation, We do also end up making the front porch smaller, which we needed to save some money some places, and I was a little bit overconfident at first, but I do really love the foundation. I think it suits it really well considering the surroundings of it. And here we've got the vampire flooring. I'm really sorry about that, but I really like this diagonal flooring because of the pattern, the square pattern that I'm making there. And I also really love the color of it. It's my favorite like wood tone color. I really like those dark colors. It looks so good. I was just originally going to do just the diagonal, but I ended up just, going straight for the squares. And we've got a classic yellow paint inside. I feel like that's pretty farmhousey kind of, and I also did not want this door. I could not find the door that I knew existed, but then second guessed myself that it did exist. I end up finding it, but it is a bit of a struggle. I go past it quite a few times. And also windows were really annoying for me because I wanted to use the cats and dogs windows because I think that they're very like farmhousey looking, obviously. So yeah, I did want to use those. I alt placed those ones just because there isn't like a 2-tile window that comes in that pack that is like a match of those. So I did alt place those, and I put 2 big ones in the front there by the TV stand. So it kind of looks a little bit empty at the very, like when you're looking at the front of the house, there's like a gap in between the windows, which isn't ideal, but I sacrificed it so that I could have my TV on the wall because I feel like that's just like, who doesn't want their TV on the wall? That's pretty cool. Also, the couch from the paranormal pack is the best. It's my favorite couch. It looks like CC. It's my favorite. I think everybody loves it though. And I think we're moving on to the kitchen. Yeah. So kitchen, I did blue cabinets. I feel like that's quite modern, but it's also something that was done a long time ago. Like everybody painted their cabinets like either that green color or that blue color. So I really like that. And I struggled with the stove and the fridge because I wanted something cheap, but I ended up just going for looks like always with these houses. But yeah, I really like that color. I would actually have that color in real life. I love that color. And like I said, I should not have picked like those expensive ones, but it's fine. It's fine. We're good. We also just put the dining room table in the kitchen, so it's really just a kitchen table. There is no dining room, but I feel like that makes sense, so it's fine. I went cheap with the bathroom, and I didn't really care much about looks for it, so it just has the cheapest shower. That could be upgraded to either a tub or a shower tub combo if you wanted, but I was at this point, I was like, oh, I gotta save money because there's no way I'm making all of this house with what I've got left. And also in hindsight, I should not have picked a blue bed with blue walls in the room, but I do really love that bed. There are good swatches I should have picked, but I didn't. It did not even cross my mind, honestly. So yeah, that is stuck there. But I did remember the trash can in the kitchen, so at least there's that. Also for the front porch, no furniture goes on the front porch, unfortunately. Also no railing or anything like that. And I went for gabled roof pieces because I think that's very farmhouse. But they end up clipping because I do make the kitchen smaller and I do get rid of that little nook in the living room. So they do they do clip in the end, you'll see in a little bit, but I do really love the shape of the roof. I think it suits it a lot. It's a very simple house. There's nothing crazy about it. I think it works. It's not like my favorite, but I do quite like it. It works for what it is, you know? So there I've shrunk the house. It's significantly smaller now, which is fine. It actually, like, it was too open at first, so it's fine by me that happened. But yeah, and we've got our little chimney there, which I struggled with because I was conflicted as to whether I should do a full wall and then a little tiny half wall, which is what I ended up doing, or if I should just do the little half wall. But it ended up looking pretty good. I remembered the trim around the top of it, which is good, and also I remembered the trim on the roof, which is good because a lot of times I forget that and then I go back and I have to do it. Also, why don't we have the same wallpaper as the base for the get together pack? I mean, we have one that matches it, but it's got a line of trim on it. So when you put it on, it creates this line and it just looks not great. So there you can see the roof clipping, and it really bothered me, and I tried to fix it, but it wasn't ever 100%. So I was going to put a tree to block it, but I think if I played in this house, the tree would really annoy me. It would be in my like line of view too much. So I just didn't do that. I just figured, you know, if I play in it and it really bothers me that much, I'll add a tree, but I'm not too worried about it now. And now we go into debug landscaping, which is honestly, I love landscaping, but I hate debug landscaping because you can't copy anything and you've got to go through this list of like everything in the game to find what you're looking for. And I really wanted like mostly low-lying trees or bushes, I guess. And also it is, I think, spring in this, so all of the trees and stuff are dead. But I do go into Manage Worlds and just edit the lot so that you can see what they look like when if it were like summer or something. So you can see what it looks like when it's actually supposed to look like that. But yeah, I put these low-lying bushes and it looked really empty, but I was kind of done. I didn't want to scroll through debug anymore and be confused as to where things were. I did end up just adding in a few more of those same bushes on the right onto the left, just because I feel like those fill out really well. And it's not too much, like they're not too much color or anything like that. This is me looking for them, but I could not find them. Added in some of those. There was that little gap there and I wondered what I was going to do, but I figured something would come out, like something would pop out to me and I would just put it in and it would be fine. And it worked out. Yeah, so I go in with some terrain paint, just put a little bit of dirt under there. And I also did terrain paint walkway, which normally I just use like the floor tiles, but it suited it more to do the terrain paint. So that's what I did. I did remember a mailbox too. I'm proud of myself for that. And now I'm just going to show you the inside. I'll put her in, let her sit on the couch. Cute. All right, so now we're jumping in. I'm going to show you the packs, and there you can see the price. Also, ignore my username. It's my fiance's Origin account, and he made it when he was like 13, so don't come after me. Oh, that's so embarrassing. And then I'm going to jump a lot so you can see what it looks like in the summer, because honestly, the landscaping does not do it justice when it's not in season. So look at it. It's so pretty. I think it looks really nice. I'm using the environment around me to make it look better. So yeah, there it is. I really love this couch though. I feel like the couch kind of does it for me, you know? It's just every time. I think that's what I use in like all my builds honestly now. So yeah, but I hope you guys like it. Give me a like if you do like it, comment, whatever. Thank you so much for watching.